Friends, I'm going to do a little video here, and I'm going to start it off with a song that we all know, The Old Rugged Cross, the one that Jesus died on. We all remember that song when we were kids, The Old Rugged Cross. And I'm going to do this myself to the best of my ability. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Oh, the old rugged cross, so despised by the world, has a wondrous attraction for me. For the dear Lamb of God left His glory above to bear it to dark Calvary. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To the old rugged cross I will ever be true, its shame and reproach gladly bear. Then He'll call me someday to my home far away, where His glory forever I'll share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Yes, friends, we'll exchange it someday for a crown. That will be a glorious day, won't it? When we can meet Jesus back up in the heavens again. And if there's going to be a world down here, let the true people run it. Like Jesus and His true 144,000. Not these clowns down here who have made their decision. They're going to be the rulers with Jesus. Jesus knows who they are. It's not nobody up in Warwick. That's for darn sure. Warwick is too busy making money than to be worried about people's salvation. They have shown that with their little carts they're wheeling up and down the world now. Instead of knocking on doors and bothering people, now they're giving people a choice whether they want to be bothered. But there's a reason for that. They're doing it because they're not getting no reactions no more when you knock on their door. People now have wised up to being fooled at their door, because they already know what they're up to before they knock on their door. Because people go on YouTube, they see what's going on. Of course, now those zombies that go to a Kingdom Hall, they don't know anything that's going on. But the people of the world know what's going on. You're not going to hardly fool anybody no more when you knock on their door and ask them would they like to live in a new world, or to be no more sickness and no more sorrow, no more wars. Well, naturally, anybody would want that. But that don't work no more, because people know that don't exist. And man is not going to bring that about. And Jesus is the one who will be ruling. Jesus. The one who gave us the old rugged cross. The one who gave us the little brown church back there in the woods, or in the dell, whatever you want to call it, where there might be 25 people on a Sunday, but they all came to church anyway and had fried chicken with lemonade and some biscuits that Mom cooked up. And that little brown church is where the real people are. Not this nonsense you see on TV, these Hollywood people like Joel Osteen, T.G. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Jesse Duplantis, Benny Hine, and you could go on and on and on. I should write them down one day, but you know who they are. I don't have to tell you who they are. Anybody that's on TV that is selling religion or begging for money so they can spread the good news of God's kingdom, so they can take Jesus to the world. Bull crap. Bull crap. Nobody don't believe that no more. People are still given to that nonsense, though. I guess religion has a weakness on everybody. Everybody has a weakness for it. Yeah, there's people that are giving and hoping they're doing the right thing. That's what it boils down to. They're hoping. And that's all they're doing, friends, is hoping. But I'm not going to be judgmental. But I'm going to be judgmental on the cult society, though. That's for damn sure. The Culttower is a cult. They prove it. They prove it. Now, we know what those clowns on TV, we know what they are. They tell you what they want is jet planes and money. They tell you that. So the people who don't want to do nothing, just sit home and send a check into them, they're satisfied with that. See? But, Raymond Franz said he prefers no denomination to go to. I just choose to sit home and study the Bible with a few friends of mine who believes in Jesus. And we just sit around and talk about Jesus and have our little Bible studies, instead of trying to convert the world by knocking on doors and getting them to be part of a cult. Okay? So, the Culttower fails. Christendom fails. Every religion in the world has failed. It has failed. Because if it has not failed, give me the one that has not failed. Give me the one that I can get in touch with, or whatever. Raymond Franz was right. Religion now, according to my uncle years ago, religion and politics is a rich man's game and a poor man's argument. Poor people sit around and argue about the cross, hellfire, the Trinity, and it goes on and on and on. And the political side, they'll sit around and argue about who the best president was. Donald Trump, George Bush, Barack Obama, and it goes on and on and on. All a bunch of nonsense. Rich man's game, poor man's argument. The old rugged cross seems to me to be the real answer now. The old rugged cross. And it's up to us to decide whether we want to go to that old rugged cross. And it's not going to be no man to tell us whether we can go to the old rugged cross or not. The old rugged cross is there for anybody. See? If you listen to the Culttower, they have locked out. They got the keys to heaven. If you ask them, this world is going to be only Jehovah's Witnesses on it. And if you don't be a Jehovah's Witness, you won't live. You will die at Armageddon, or you'll die before the 1,000 years is up. You have to belong to the Culttower. Nope. Don't buy that either. Nope. You're eliminating Jesus. See? Jesus has the answer. Only through Him can you gain eternal life. Only through Him. Only through the old rugged cross. Forget about what men do. Men is just a lie. And they die anyway. So they can't be no good if they die. I'm going to die. That means I'm no good. Okay? The only way you cannot die is Jesus giving you life again, bringing you to heaven. And if there's going to be a world down here, let Him rule over with His people. Not the Culttower, though. Because if the Culttower ran everything, you'd be shunned. You would be shunned down here if they had their way. That's why they won't be there. There won't be no shunning. Won't be no judicial committee. See? Won't be all that worldly nonsense. Shunning people. Breaking up homes. Letting people die on the operating table because of some damn stupid blood dogma. Some blood law that the Culttower made up. The Culttower. I would lie down on an operating table, and if the man gave me a choice to take blood or not take blood, all I'm going to ask them is, which one should I do? If he says take the blood, I'm going to take the blood. Because blood is life. Jesus gave up His blood for life. Why should I not take blood in to prolong my life? There's nothing wrong with living. The Culttower is pro-death. They love death. They love Armageddon. That's all they talk about. They're known for Armageddon. 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 They're known for that. Blood transfusion. Blood transfusions. Judges woke up at midnight to go down to the hospital to force a blood transfusion because the liaison committee is there and trying to block it. This is what the Culttower offers you. They offer you death. How in the world can they tell you they offer you anything? They want to drain all your little window washing money that you do make a week. They want that. They want you to lie down on the death table if you need any blood transfusion. They want you to lay down and die. If they had their way, they would be the only ones that had life insurance to sell. They would be the only ones that sold life insurance if they could do it and get away with it. So they're sticking to Real estate. Real estate is where the money's at. See? Real estate is. You can buy a 1 acre lot down here where I'm at. You can't touch it now. I think it was about $8,000 for an acre of ground 15 years ago. Now it's over $100,000 for an acre of ground. See? An acre of ground is over $100,000. So that's why they're in the real estate business. There ain't gonna be no more grounds. There ain't gonna be no more lots. If they buy the building, they got the lot. See? You can always replace a building. You can't replace a lot though. The ground is there and there ain't no more. There never will be no more. It is there and that is it. No matter how much money you got, you can't make ground. Can't do it. Can't do it. So, that's what they're doing now. They've gotten out of the printing business because there's no money in printing no more, see. When they were getting 25 cents for 2 magazines back in the good old days, they had it made, see. We were out there in the 70s, 80s, and 90s pushing magazines for them, all over this country, all over the world. See, they made money then. Sure, they had books. Every assembly, during the summer, after the assemblies, couldn't wait to get that new book, could we? That new book, like it's gonna be something new in there. Ain't nothing new. What was in there was probably in a book 5 years ago. That's all it is. But we didn't know. We think it's gonna be something new in here now. We can read this thing on the way home. See, that's how zombied out we were. See, we were entrapped. It's a terrible thing to lose your mind in religion. It's a terrible thing. Because, you know, I sit on here and I watch all this here stuff on YouTube, and I wonder how and why somebody who goes to a Kingdom Hall don't see this stuff on YouTube. I mean, how can they deny they don't see it? How can they deny that they don't know nothing about the Royal Commission? They don't know nothing about child molestation. Huh? I never heard of nothing like that. Not Jehovah's people. This is the answer you get. There is no sound mind in the Culttower. No sound mind. And the only way you can get out of there, friends, is you got to do it yourself. It doesn't matter what Kim Mikey says. It don't matter what Cedar says, Derek O'Hare, John Newsom, J.W. Struggles, J.T. Farrington. It don't matter. It doesn't matter what they say. They are the ones that have to get up and say, this is a bunch of nonsense to me. This is only of men. This ain't of God. And walk the hell out of there. That's what you have to do. And if Mom and Pop are still there, and now you know they're not going to speak to me no more, let it be. Let it be. Okay? My life will go on. See? My life will go on, whether Mom and Pop follows me or not. That's why a lot of people won't leave it. They'll leave their loved ones behind. Well, then your loved one has you in a captive mode now. You either come to the meetings and pretend you believe in Jehovah, or do what you're going to do and drop out and not have us speak to you no more. You got a choice. I'm not going to live a lie. See? I'm not going to live a lie. I'm not going to go to a Kingdom Hall and pretend that I believe in that nonsense when I don't. I'm not going to do that. Especially after all I found out. Especially after I have read Crisis of Conscience twice. Why would I want to go back or ever even be in it in the first damn place? But you say, some people might say though, friends, well, why are you on here giving videos if you're out of it? Well, I'm on here because I like to do it. One thing, I would like to help people that are still in it. Because you don't know what you might say that might start their mind thinking. That's how they got you in the first place, the Culttower did. They whetted your appetite with some magazine, and then they made a back call to you, and they finally got you. They threw that damn fishing pole out there with that little hook on there, and you bit at it. You bit at it, and they came back throwing that rod out there, and you finally bit it. And you agreed for a Bible study. And once you accepted the Bible study, they have you. They have you then. Forget about it. You are theirs. And once they ever get you to the hall, and you make a comment, and everybody claps for you, and it was the wrong answer, but they still clap for you. That's to win you over. See? But you think you did something great, and that makes you feel good when people clap for you. Why do you think entertainers will clap for you? Because they enjoy that. That makes them feel good. Yeah, it does. I remember when I was a pioneer for 1 month, I enjoyed the announcement that I was going to pioneer whatever month it was, June, July, August, September, December, whatever. And when they clapped, I was just for that. But then after they clap, then 2-3 days go by, you don't feel it no more. They don't even speak to you no more then, see. You might as well get out of there then, but you don't. You stay there because that clapping really won you over. So friends, I'm going to close this video and to remind all y'all to remember that old rugged cross, friends, because what we have been through, Jesus still taking us back. Taking us back from being following men. Following men for the answer to God. Following men. Jesus said, come back to me. And you have to take Jesus by what he says, by what those disciples said. John 3:16. See? If you believe in Jesus, there's your answer, see. You gotta believe in Jesus Christ. Forget about men, because you know what? I know all y'all know me now about Psalms 146, 3 and 4. I live and die by that scripture. Do not put your trust in earthly men, kings, queens, politicians, well-to-do people. Why? Because they die and go back to the ground just like you do. There's your answer. There's your answer. These people like Jeffrey Jackson, Heard, Let, these here people on the governing body. See? These people. These are people we were following. Whatever they said is what counted. But they died too. And they're not inspired. They're not infallible. So why follow them? They're going to die just like everybody else. My dog died a couple months ago. What? The Culttower is going to die too. They ain't no better than that dog. The Bible even tells you that. They're no better than that dog. They all have the same eventuality. Back to that ground. So you're not going to trick me into this nonsense no more. I believe in Jesus Christ. See, that eliminates all the arguing. It eliminates all the unknown things. Just believe in Jesus and love Him. He's the answer for everything, friends. Trust me, He is. Because I've been down that road before. As Hank Williams said many years ago in one of his songs, I've been down that road before. So I've been down that road of life. I've seen them come and go. Come and go. And they all left. And I'm still here. But I'm going to leave too eventually. See? So we're all in the same boat. Just follow Jesus. And everything will be okay. Let Him steer the ship. Not the governing body. They can't steer nothing. Except the line to the bank. They can steer that money truck to the bank, though. They're good at that. I'll give them credit for that. So, friends, I'm going to close this talk by saying, trust in the old rugged cross and that little church where we used to go to, and we should start going back to that again. Instead of all this here high Hollywood crap that has ruined mankind. The devil has taken over the whole world. Hollywood is now our whatever we want to believe in. We got to follow Hollywood. Hollywood is ran by Satan the devil. The Culttower is ran by Satan the devil. Everything is ran by Satan the devil. But he don't run that old rugged cross, though. We can rest assured of that, friends. He does not control that old rugged cross. The old rugged cross is there for anyone. And you don't have to have no money. You don't have to have no money to go to that old rugged cross. Yeah, I won't believe in that old rugged cross. Remember how we used to be afraid to mention the word cross? Remember? Oh, Jesus died on a torture stake. I don't care what He died on. The point that He died is what counts. Whether He died on a torture stake, whether He died on a cross, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. He died. That was the main thing. And He was resurrected, which proves a man can die and be resurrected again, which gives us a hope down the road. Okay, friends? Thank you all and good night. God bless all y'all.